One day, in the early morning, Gautama Buddha was sitting in a garden quietly with his disciples. A man arrived silently and stood in the shadows. That man was a great devotee of Lord Rama. He had built many temples across the country. He had devoted many years in the service of Lord Rama. He would always chant Rama's name and contemplate on Rama's greatness. He was old and close to his last years. Even after many years of dedicated spiritual efforts, he was not realized. He wanted to know for sure if there is God or not. When he heard about Buddha, he came to get his dog cleared. When he felt nobody would notice him talking to Buddha, he asked Gautama, "Please tell me the truth and truth only. Is there God or not?" Buddha, from his intuition, knew that the man to be a great devotee of Lord Rama. He looked at the man with seriousness and said, "No, my friend, there is no God." The man was shocked. Whole of his life he had been believing God, but now Buddha said, "There is no God." Buddha's words were final for him. With many questions in his mind, he went away from there. When it was getting late in the evening, and once again, Buddha was sitting with his disciples in a garden, there came a man who was a materialist, who had been an atheist all his life. He had convinced thousands of people that there is no God at all. He used to go to the priests and scholars and defeat them in the argument about God. He too was getting old and little suspicion arousing his mind. He thought, what if there is God? Isn't it waste of my life to spread the no God message? If there is God? He was eaten by his doubt. He finally decided to know the truth and sought the enlightened one. He slowly came up to where Buddha was sitting and asked him, "They say that you are enlightened. Please tell me if there is God or not." Buddha knew that the man is atheist, and he said with firm voice and firm conviction, "Yes, my friend, there is God." The man was also shocked. He had been an atheist all his life, but now Buddha had answered against his assumption. He had faith in Buddha with many questions in his mind. He also went away from there. One of Buddha's disciples, who was sitting near Buddha in morning and evening, had listened to both the answers of Buddha. He was extremely confused. After listening to both these answers at night, when all were preparing to sleep, he went near Buddha and said, "O Lord, I am feeling very restless due to one question in my mind. In morning you told one person that there is no God, and in evening you told one person that there is God. Please tell me what is the truth. Is there God or not? Kindly reply, else I shall not be able to sleep tonight." The Buddha smiled and said, "The answers I gave them were only for them. It has nothing to do with you. But still, if you want to know, then I tell you. The man who came in the morning was a theist. He had been believing in existence of God, but he never tried to find the truth about himself. His spiritual journey had stopped there. Therefore, I told him that there is no God to grow his spiritual quest. Now he will try to find the truth, and his journey will start." The another man who came in evening was the atheist. He had been believing blindfold that there is no God. He also never tried to know the truth about his own existence. His spiritual journey had also stopped there. Therefore, to grow his spiritual quest and start his journey, I told him that yes, there is God. Now he will try to find the truth, and thus his journey will start. I told each of them what they needed for the spiritual quest to grow stronger. The believer needs to find out, while the non-believer needs to find faith. That's the only way to grow. The disciple asked, "But Lord, what about me?" Buddha smiled and said, "Just continue meditating and you will arrive." In trajectories, we separate ourselves from two distinct groups of individuals in the world: those who hold faith in God and those who do not hold our opinions of that opinion. Regardless of your position in relation to the deity, this point is not of central importance. What really matters is to understand our own essence, to consider the truth that lies within us. In the course of personal journeys, the progress achieved will be determined by the depth of our anxiety to reach the desired goal. Those driven by an intense urge to discover their true nature have devoted themselves to tireless efforts to attain this truth, and it will be revealed to those who seek it most ardently. Thanks for watching, and have a positive thinking's day.